If you're like me, I was skeptical about robotic vacuums for years. I never really gave them a chance until recently, and I can honestly tell you, I'm not sure why I took so long to get my hands on one of these things. Oh boy. What I have in front of you today is the iRobot E6314. iRobot's value proposition with this thing is automating the cleaning of your home. I'd say it's like 95% there. There's that 5% that I find extremely annoying that I'll get to later on in the video, but I want to talk about the other 95%, the stuff that I absolutely love about this thing. This robot, for the most part, does a fantastic job cleaning the apartment. This model is not the most expensive one you can buy, as there's ones that actually come with cameras that allow the robot to be more precise with how it cleans my home, but those models are over $1,000. But even without these cameras, the AI does a good job navigating each room in my home. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment with a full-size kitchen, living room, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and it actually reaches every single room for the most part, most of the time. In terms of the battery life, it can clean for up to 90 minutes before the battery dies, which is pretty amazing because I don't know if I myself would spend an hour and a half vacuuming, so it's kind of nice to let this thing do that for me. And what's great about this robot as well is that once the battery is getting low, it actually will return to its home base automatically to start recharging again for the next clean, which is just awesome. Another thing that I love about the device is the design. It's minimalist with just 3 buttons on the top, a home button to return home, a clean button to start doing a full and 90-minute clean, and a spot cleaning feature to specifically clean an area that has a mess in your home, which is pretty cool. Another thing, I understand that I live in an apartment and not all of you do. You might happen to live in a home with staircases, and I can happily tell you that this thing has built-in edge detection. That's what iRobot calls it, and it most definitely will not just roll off your staircase and break itself. As you can see from my example, just placing this robot on my dining table, it does just fine. I think for me though, the most satisfying thing about using the iRobot is watching it get to hard to reach places in my home. The most notable examples would be my bed, like under the bed, as well as under my couch. It's already hard enough to use your vacuum or a broomstick to get under those things, but this thing is small enough and compact enough to just clean under there like it's nobody's business. So amazing props there to iRobot. Another weird thing that I wanted to mention actually was that I live with a cat. As you guys know, if you're a follower of my vlogs, his name is Blue. He's amazing and very cute, as you know, but I'm actually allergic to him. I'm allergic to cats, and one of the reasons why I bought this device was because this vacuum has a built-in filter, which does a great job of capturing cat and dog allergens, and I know that this vacuum has contributed greatly to my ability to be okay with living with a cat in this home. So bonus there for you if you are allergic to animals like me. I know the obvious question right now is, once your robot's done cleaning your home, how do you actually clean the robot and empty this thing? I'm very happy to tell you it's relatively painless. You simply shake the dirt off from the main tray, and you shake the hairs off that are caught in the filter and any of the dander that's caught in the filter, that's literally it. That's all you do. You just bang this thing in a garbage can. A bonus feature that I really like that iRobot included is that the main tray is washable, not the filter. And I need to be very clear with that. You can't wash the filter, you will break it, but the actual tray where the majority of the dirt is being picked up, you can clean that with water. As I've mentioned before in this video, you can control the robot with any of the 3 buttons on the top, but that's boring. iRobot has another way you can control this thing, which is a lot cooler, which is actually using the iRobot app itself. On the app, you can schedule when you'd like the robot to clean and run every day. It also does have some basic insight on the amount of times it collects dirt, as well as give you any notifications of any troubles it's having while it's cleaning. I mostly get notifications of when it's stuck, and more on that later. just you wait. But I find the app itself okay. It really just adds more convenience to using your device. Like you literally can just sit on your couch, hit clean from your smartphone, and it'll start cleaning your home like it's nobody's business. If you want to add another layer of convenience, you can actually connect the iRobot to your smart home, which I've done, and you can literally just use your voice and ask Google to start cleaning your home, and the robot will proceed to clean your home. I love that. I love that so much. I think there's just something so novel about using your voice to do that. At this point of the review, you're probably thinking that this is like the most perfect robotic device, and I really wish I could say that. But again, it's 95% perfect. There's just that 5% that a lot of you will actually find very annoying. So I'm gonna kind of walk you through that right now. For starters, you need to do some prep work in your home. Like unless you've designed your home from the ground up to actually work with a robotic AI vacuum effortlessly, you're gonna run into some issues. For example, I have 2 shag rugs in my home that the iRobot just cannot navigate, given how thick the rug is. There are a lot of times where it just gets jammed into the fibers of my rug, and it's just really frustrating because a lot of times it won't be home, and then my robot will just sit there not cleaning my home anymore because it's stuck on my rug. Cables. The robot does not do well with cables at all. It will literally try to suck the life out of them. So I always had to make sure that I tidy up my home and kind of put all my cables away. So that is a bit of a negative, only because it kind of removes some of the convenience factor of just turning this thing on and having it clean your home. There's a little bit of prep work involved. I have bed skirts on my bed, and the robot just is not compatible with bed skirts, period. It will approach the bed, hit the bed skirt, and it'll get caught and jammed, and then it'll think it's hitting a wall, and it'll proceed to turn around to go somewhere else. I mean, it's a good thing that it doesn't get jammed on the bed skirt, but it's a bad thing that it's not getting under my bed now. It's not cleaning under my bed and getting all the dust and grime under there. Every problem that I've outlined to you, there are solutions to them. Like for the bed skirt, I just have to simply lift the bed skirt and kind of tuck it into the bed so the robot can go under it when I have it clean the whole home. Cables, I just have to tidy up the home, make sure there's no cables laying anywhere. That way the robot can seamlessly navigate my home without any trouble. In terms of the rug, there really isn't a solution for it. Like it doesn't get stuck every time on my rug. Like what ended up happening is I go on my rug, it realizes it can't get too far, and then it just comes off the rug and keeps cleaning the rest of my home. But there are a lot of times where the robot is so determined to get across my rug, and by the time it's like halfway into my rug, it just can't get back off, and that's when it gets stuck. So on those moments, it's very frustrating, and really the only solution I've read and found online is literally rolling up the rug and putting it away every time you want the robot to clean your home, which I just think that's a lot to ask for of a product that's promising convenience for yourself. As mentioned before, this robot doesn't actually have any of the built-in cameras like the more expensive $1,000 models. So the way that it actually navigates your home is using AI to intelligently navigate each room to make sure it actually gets the majority of your home. It's great for the most part, but there are a lot of times, I kid you not, there are a lot of times where the robot will literally clean my kitchen and my living room for like 90 minutes straight, and my bedrooms and bathrooms don't even see the light of day just because of how the AI works. I mean, again, this is not a huge deal, right? Like this is, don't get me wrong, this is a negative like about the product, but it's not a huge deal because I kind of created this problem for myself. I didn't buy the $1,000 model robot that solves this problem. I was on a budget. I only spent $350, $400 on this thing. So the solution for people like you and me who are on a budget, who still want to automate the cleaning of their home, is just to run this robot every single day. Eventually it will hit all of your rooms, and your home will still be cleaner running this thing every day than if you were to have vacuumed once a week. So, and also, did I mention how not quiet this robot is as well? I remember when I bought this thing, I was able to do work and be okay with it running while I'm working, but as the days and weeks gone on, it was pretty aggravating hearing this thing run, so I can never be home now when this robot is running. I know. I had a mouthful to say about what I don't like about this robot. it does annoy me, and I do wish it was able to solve a lot of the problems that it has, but for some reason, regardless of all of that bad, I freaking love this thing. There's just something to be said about an AI literally cleaning and vacuuming your house for you without you lifting a finger. I just love that. I know this isn't the cheapest vacuum as well to get your hands on, and it most definitely is a luxury and not a necessity. There are plenty of $100 or $200 vacuums out there that can do just as good of a cleaning job as this automated robot, but if you happen to have the funds available to get this thing, I definitely wouldn't hesitate, even given some of the annoyances that I've discussed in this video.